Good morning everyone, back at my favourite car, this PASSAT. So a lot of you chimed in for ideas what to test, but I thought I'd go with the one that Diagnosed Dan sent in about checking the injector against the current clamp, using a current clamp. But the problem I have with that was my current clamp doesn't go high enough. It's only a 128 amp current clamp or something like that. It only measures up to 250 amps and that's it off the scale. So what I thought I'd do, I went and purchased one of these, a diesel compression tester, and you get the various adapters. So I've got one already in the cylinder there. You can see that I've plugged it in, and this back to this kit actually, this is quite good because it comes with the dummy injectors and everything like that. So I thought this was a fantastic buy for £27 off of eBay, but we'll wait and see how it checks out. But so I've got the dummy injector, the dummy glow plug in there. I've got this pressure transducer that I got off from eBay, that was £10, and that goes through this 12 volt to 5 volt regulator. So off this pin I can capture a waveform. It's just like the Picoscope WPS 500, although this is the poor man's version, so it just suits me fine. So I've got them connected there, and by the way, these fitments are made up. They're off an old oil pressure kit, so I just had to adapt it. So we'll see if it works. And then it gets clamped to the battery there, and then I sync it with a signal off the injector, so I'll take the signal from there. So I'll get you set up the Picoscope and we can see what that looks at, and we're going to check injection pulse against a top dead centre. The other thing I realised, it took a long while to dawn on me, I'm only getting injection pulse when the camshaft sensor is disconnected. As soon as I plug that back in, the injection pulse, injectors disappear because it can't synchronise. So if I disconnect that, I then get injection pulse. So I'll set this up and I'll get back to you. Here is the capture I took here, and so let me point this out, the red trace, which is on a 0 to 20 volt, is meant to be, that's the injector, that's the voltage in the injectors, and you can see there that, I'll bring that cursor down, oh, wrong one, there you go, you can see there we're at a constant 2.5 volts. In the book spec that I got off of Autodata, when these things are just a key off, engine on, is 2.4 volts. But you can see there's a problem here. These injectors are not pulsing. So it's done it once, and then it never done it again, and then it done it, they pulsed again, and then I cannot fathom this car out, why sometimes injectors pulse and why sometimes they don't. But I still think it's a good learning curve. So the blue trace is my pressure transducer. So you can see there, when we're at half a volt, say roughly, there we go, there's half a volt. That's atmospheric pressure, that's just normal ambient pressure. So you can see when we go to the peak, the cylinder, well let's go in a bit here. Let's take, there we go. When we go to the peak, we're at nearly 2.5 volts. So as you could, I'll show you the footage, that my pressure gauge reads 20 bar, which I checked with the Haynes manual. It said 19 bar, 20 bar for compression test. So that is absolutely spot on. So you can see that the pressure builds up and it falls away again. So that is to me, there's nothing mechanically wrong with this engine. Timing wise, as I said before, I think it's electronic. But the only thing I would draw your attention to is this wee bit here. Let me see. Is that normal? Because you can see, well, understand this bit, that's when the piston is coming up to compress. So that's TDC. And that's when the piston falls away again. So we go back to, let me see, where is this thing? Let me see what voltage we're actually at here. So that's so we're going under, we're creating a little bit of vacuum there, and then we go along and then it creates another wee bit of vacuum there. Is that normal? I can't actually recall ever seen a compression waveform like that. Maybe it is, but you can chime in. But I would say we've actually not moved on any further here because of the lack
off injection pulse, and you can see that in the rest of the waveform. There's absolutely no pulse here. If these injectors were pulsing, I'd be getting a waveform and it would be shooting right up to about, what did I see, was it 15 volts the one time I caught it on the Snap-on Veris. So we're not getting any pulse here, and if we had a pulse, it would have showed in the waveform either TDC or before top dead center or after it, or we could check. But the one time I did get the pulse, I'm sure that my camshaft sensor was disconnected and it was pulsing well. Although on this occasion the battery was a bit low, so I know some folk have chimed in saying they need a really good battery. So, but anyway, that's another bit of the jigsaw we have not solved.
You've seen there, I never had any injection pulse in that thing, so I don't know what's going on here. So here we go again. So anyway, I've put the pressure gauge in, and by my reckon, let me think, there must be about 14 bar, 16 bar in this, because I made a chart up yesterday. I used it against my compressor, so I said, if on the voltage it was reading half a volt, that's atmospheric. And I put to calibrate that thing there, the wee pressure transducer, 1.2 with 7 bar. So I'm up at 2, so it must be about 14 to 16 bar. So I'll crank this thing over and I'll let you see what the pressure is on this. So here we go. The battery's getting a bit weak. Try it anyway. Let you see the pressure reading. That cylinder. Oh, there you go. 20 bar. That's spot on. So pressure transducer works. What did I say? 17 bar? Can't remember. So that's a good reference. So when I'm at about 2 volts, that's 20 bar. So the quest goes on.